Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Hagenstedt map. Let's get back to reliving the glory days. Looks like, yes, that is lined up almost exactly with the previous line of the field. So, I mean, maybe it's out just the tiniest bit further. But I don't think it is. And this should now be level enough. Right the way down through. That we have a neat and tidy field. The corner is not going to quite be brilliant. But I'm not so worried about the corners, to be honest. I used to spend an awful lot of time making sure that the corners was spot on perfect, but I'm not so concerned about that now. I'm gonna bring this one over here. I'm just gonna manually do this end here like this. I'll bring you and I'll lock you in there like that, and bring you over there, and I'll go like that. Right, I'm happy with that. That right there on that end, I think that will be just fine. So if I can bring you back over this side, the combine can keep working for a minute. I'm going to ignore him. He can just keep doing what he's doing. I will ignore him and I will get, there, 2 passes on that end of the field right there. Now I can bring you over this way. Alt X and put there. Let's get that lined up beautifully into there, and then in goes the plow, and now we go rushing off up through here. 19k ploughing up across the field. That's what we want. That's the kind of thing that we need. Decent bit of ploughing, a decent bit of speed on here to do this ploughing. We're doing proper speed ploughing right here. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with a decent bit of speed ploughing. No, it doesn't matter how far I go. I don't really want to go ploughing up the existing crop that we've got down here. But other than that, you know, it doesn't really matter what we do. I'm thinking that we're not going to need to do any more than one more pass on this. For the majority of it, there's a little bit down there that's a bit wider. But it's just a little tiny bit on that corner. So that's going to take care of the slight issue that we've had here on this edge of the field for a little while. It's been a bit of a nuisance, but this here is all taking care of it. So if I can bring you, yeah, I've got one little bit out this side, which I'm actually going to do by going down to there and then hook that one in there. And drive on up there like that. Now, I don't need to go any further than that. And then I can line that one up. And then start driving. Off we go with a whoosh. Everything is lined up where it should be. All the way down through here. All the way along the whole thing. Helper G has completed their task. Oh, that would be the small seed drill over any other field, and I did just dig up a little tiny bit of the crop there, but nothing much. So I'll press Y, stop, allow, create fields, Alt C to disable the what I call on here, you know, the who's me, what's it, you know the thing I mean. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. Not even I know what I'm talking about. The thingamajig, the who's me call it. GPS, that's the word I'm looking for. I think in C, CPS? No, it's GPS. C is the button I press on my keyboard to activate it. Got nothing to do with the name of it. Right, so you can go there, and then I've got there's a seed drill in the shed here that's waiting to go. I'm not going to get that one hooked up yet. Well, I'm going to hook it up. I'm not going to get it started yet. The other tractor that is over in the field, that one, you know what? We will take this one. The other tractor that's in the field over there, we will ignore that one for a minute because he's got a little bit more that he needs to do to finish off that job. And then I want to get it out over into this field. So I'm going to get that combine moving again. So I'll take you right here. We'll change the crop right there to soybeans. That's ready to go now. And I'll put the AI vehicle extension going on this one for the first couple passes around the outside edge of this field. So we will go there and then get that so that I can keep driving. Is that right? Yes. Okay, that's fine. So I'll do 8 pass, maybe 2 on this. Off we go. And... right, yeah, you'll be fine. I've got complete, total faith in your ability to mess that up somehow. And you next. Let's go and get... I'm only going to get the one combine going. I'll worry about the other one in a minute, because if I can just get that one combine moving there, then I can get this tractor over here, finish doing those... just that little bit of planting up there in that corner, while this combine up here finishes this field off, and then I can bring that tractor out and we can start planting soybeans into this field right here, which would be a rather wonderful thing to be able to go and do. So let's bring you in and get underneath that spout right there. And yes, definitely we've left a great big slice right there. That is not working as it should be. It shouldn't be leaving pieces like that in the field with the AI vehicle extension. So we're going to avoid, for the most part, using the AI vehicle extension still. I don't know why that's not working properly. The update was supposed to sort of cure that and do more what the standard hired help does, which is when it gets to 99%, slow it right down. So why that's not actually working, I don't really know. I wouldn't be able to say. I'm not any kind of expert on how these things work. That little bit of sunflowers that's left in that field will all go into the combine at least. So if I can bring the tractor over this way, like that, then, yeah, you can sit there and wait for a minute. You're going around the outside edge there, and you've got this little bit here. You've got a couple of sort of blips that you've got to take care of because of the driving too far. Yeah, the whole driving too far thing has caused us problems. So we'll deal with that in a minute. I'll have to manually help it through that last little bit. You over here, let's lower that one in and just take care of that. That should be all of it there with one single pass. Right, job done. So that one is now finished completely. We don't need to concern ourselves with that field anymore. Well, not at the moment. We will concern ourselves with this field. There's a little tiny bit right there that I'm wondering if that's not been planted. It's a different colour. Makes me wonder if it's not been planted properly. So let me just do that. It's still a different colour, so I don't know what's going on there, but it is at least all planted now. We should be alright to start this one going, and that combine still be able to go on around the field. So let's just change you round, and we'll go with the AI extension. It's all turning in the correct direction. You'll line up and get set in the field, and off you go. Go and check. Alright, you're fine there. You can stay where you are. You whizzing down across here. Have you left anything? No, you haven't. You're fine. Okay, so that one's doing well, and the rest of them are doing okay as well. I'm kind of thinking, actually, I'm going to bring you to here. This point right here, and I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to go with normal AI on there. You haven't completed anything at all. Do not lie to me. Right. I'll manually do that. I wondered if it might just be able to do that little tiny bit there on the corner. Helper E is blocked by an object. Helper J is blocked by an object. That would be the combine and the tractor have kind of hooked themselves up together. If I bring you back here like this, I've only done once round the field on this one. I think that's probably enough because there is enough room at the other end. So we'll just go with standard hired help, and we'll finish out the rest of this field. Shouldn't be an issue. There doesn't seem to be anything left up there, like it managed to get through. There's some slight rough patches there, but those don't really seem to have any problems. You're nowhere near each other. What's wrong with you? turn off the AI extension here, and then he's absolutely fine. Okay, well, I'll start up through here. And I'll manually do this, and then I can also follow that tractor down through, because he's doing 17k as well. Oh, no, he's doing... What's he doing? He's doing 19k. He's going a little bit faster than me. But we'll be able to just keep an eye on him as he goes bouncing down through and does the bits there, like moving on to the new ground, just to make sure that it is actually doing what we want it to do. I'm going to be bitterly disappointed at this stage if he doesn't get all of it properly seeded. I'm going to be very disappointed if that doesn't work. But it seems to be okay. It does seem to have worked. It's gone all the way down through there. He's going to turn round now. You can go up through there like that and spread out across that side of the field, and then we'll come over to here. So this one right here, I'm going to start this combine working up and down on this side of the field, and then I've got that combine will be working up and down on that side of the field, and both of them should be able to work in perfect harmony all the way through. Bring you in there a little bit, and out a little bit, then in a little bit, and then over a little bit, and then down a little bit that way, and then I want to go like this. Standard AI, we don't want to be doing anything fancy on here, so what I'm going to do, because it sticks out slightly, I think, down on the bottom end, is I'm going to put you right there like that, so it's just catching the very edge of the header. My screen has just gone and done something weird. Okay. My screen blacked out there. I've done it before on a previous recording. I don't really know what that was. Helper E is blocked by... No, you shouldn't be blocked by anything. It did do it once before on the Erlingrat thing. It makes me panic. It should be alright. I think it's just, you know, slight mod conflict here somewhere. I don't know. It might even be my PC going a little bit strange. Trying to do an update in the background or something like that. Who knows? Some things man is just not meant to know. Right. Why do I keep getting helper E is blocked by an object? Who's helper E? It's not you. You're not blocked by anything. It's you. You're blocked by something. Someone is not working properly here. I think it's you. Oh, I know what it is. I'm pretty sure that it's actually this one and that one working too close to each other. That's what's going on. They don't like each other. So you here, I'm going to let you... Actually, I'm going to stop that completely. You know what? Actually, no, I'm not going to bring it back over to here, and I'm going to do that. AI extension. Start that on again, and I'm going to run that one along this bottom end. Kind of wanted to do a couple of passes along the top end just to make sure that it would fit properly, but I'm happy to just do it like this, I think. So I'll bring you out to there, and then I'm going to switch off the AI extension, and I'm going to go with standard hired help, and I'm going to work on this side of the field, and then hopefully there won't be any conflicts anywhere. Partly, I think, is the AI extension is, like, it's a little bit more sensitive. That's what I think. I think the AI extension is potentially a little bit more sensitive. So I want to go to you and switch you to normal, and then I'll just go like that. And you'll start running up and down this end of the field here and working your way back over that side. Now, I want to go to this one. I'm going to go racing up the field, and we're going to get that combine going at long last. It's been sat there like a lemon, not doing anything for quite a little while now. We've got the ploughing is done in the field over there. We've got the seed drill working. We've got the seed drill working up on the top field as well. They're both moving. That's the important thing. Both of the seed drills are moving absolutely flat out. We've got one combine going at 73%. I got one combine that is stopped right here. Before I go unloading that combine, though, I'm going to switch over to it. I'm going to take the hired help off. I'm going to unload a little bit in here. Like that. Only a little bit, just for a minute, because I've got a plan here. And I'm going to bring that one over to here, like this. And then I'm going to switch this over to normal AI, like that. I'm going to press H on there. And that should be out far enough to be able to gather up everything. Yes, it is. And then this one can move over. So he's got a nearly full grain tank. We'll get that one unloaded, and then we can swing back round and we can go and get the other one as well. Right. Race up and down this field right here. Use standard AI I want to use on this one. I don't want to use the other AI because it doesn't stop properly. That's fine. We can work around that. Like that's only a minor detail. We still use the AI vehicle extension, sort of doing the first time round the outside edge of the field, but we know that it's still not stopping correctly, so for the most part we'll just use standard AI to make things work. And that's easy. As long as we know that we've got to do that in order to make everything sort of, you know, keep going and keep going smoothly, that's absolutely fine. A little tiny little bit extra on there. Right, I'll come round here. Am I in your way? No, I'm not. That's good. That one's turning round at 98%, so we're going to be driving across the sunflowers to empty that one out, which is not quite part of the master plan, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So we're not going... Looking at this, we've still got another 30,000 litres to fill up the second double trailer. We're not going to do it. We're not going to get 2 full sets of trailers on this. See, it's going slow there. That is actually going slow there. That's what it's supposed to do. So why wasn't it doing it for the rest of it? Right, it actually slowed down... Oh, that's... It's not using the AI vehicle extension. That's why. It's using standard hired help. That's what the AI vehicle extension should be doing. But it's not. Now, whether that is because there is a conflict between the AI extension and the mod that we're using to increase the speeds of all the machinery, I don't know. And it's very likely that that could be the case. If it is, that would really explain why it's doing what it's doing. And it would be quite understandable as well, you know, that would make a lot of sense. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't help us much though, does it? Alright, let's bring you down over here like this. I said that I'm going to do potatoes. My concern with doing potatoes is that we are not going to be able to do the potatoes very quickly. It's going to be a rather drawn-out process, and because of where we need to sell said potatoes. I didn't originally want to do potatoes anyway, because I wanted to... You know what? I'm going to jump over to... Oh, you're fine. She will watch you down the other end. No. Potatoes, typically, you have to sell them... We've got the port, the ranch, the restaurant, the transport company. Right? Transport company is all the way over there. The port is all the way down there. The ranch is down there, and then the restaurant is over there. There's nothing close by. Right? The grain elevator being right here is the closest point for us for selling anything. Restaurant, not so bad. Ranch, also acceptable. But usually it's the port and the transport company that you get your best prices. Right here, at the moment, the port and the ranch are the best best prices, with the transport company just behind. Restaurant is lagging way down. So, being able to get the stuff there, this is the bit that I wanted to see, is how is he coping at this end. I think what I'll do, and it's not exactly struggling there, but I think what I'll do is I will just do an extra pass or two across this side right here, like that. Yeah, the port down there and the transport company, they are typically the ones that you need to be going and selling stuff at. The amount of crop that we actually get from a potato harvest is very, very high. So in order to be able to move the stuff effectively off our fields and get it sold, we may need to be seriously considering selling straight off the field and not trying to store at all, but also leasing something in order to transport it. We'll be leasing the potato planters, we'll be leasing the potato harvesters. We're also going to have to think about leasing leasing a truck and a big trailer in order to be able to transport the stuff effectively as well. Or it's gonna take us absolutely ages to go and transport those potatoes anywhere. We're gonna genuinely struggle with it if we aren't careful about what we're doing here, like if we don't plan it at least a little bit. Who's at 90%? One of you is at 70% with soybeans. One of you is at 90. The one at 90% would be the other one, because he's this one doesn't have his flashers on. So I'll unload this one and then we'll swing on round to get the other one. He'll anchor to a halt in a minute. I'm screaming to a stop. I'm going to get a bit into the back trailer right here. Like that. So soybeans in there. Not soybeans, sunflowers. That one's now emptied out. He's done. So I can go straight over here. Didn't just drive across the field. That is a complete figment of your imagination. Okay? I don't know what it is that you've been smoking that makes you think that you've seen such a thing, but you'd never see such a thing from any of my videos, I'm sure. I keep forgetting, I got to empty it out to 80% with standard hired help so that the beacons go off, and then he'll start moving as soon as you move out of range a little bit, and then you can just run down along beside him. So that's what we will do there. Now we can take the rest of it off. Helper G has a nearly full... Oh, that would be me right here. That would be this one that I'm unloading. That's okay. We don't need to worry about it. Panic over. I thought for a moment we had another one somewhere that was nearly full, but we don't. Not even a little bit. So you right here, you've got another 1,500 litres to go into here. So we got one full trailer. Is the sunflower that is left in his field going to fill this thing up completely, or are we going to have a little bit left over? Right, why aren't you moving? Like, I don't know why it does that. Stops there. It hasn't finished. Like, it's emptied out, and then it will still just sit there without moving. Some sort of little tiny bug in the game. I've seen it do that many, many times. It's frustrating and weird. Don't like it being frustrating and weird. You up here, you're doing an admirable job. You're doing wonderful. But once again, it is going... We're going to be sort of sat twiddling our thumbs, waiting for the planting. I mean, they're not doing too bad. Both of them together, they're doing a pretty reasonable job. We've got the new bit of the field that we kind of like leveled out and everything. That's looking quite nice over there. Hopefully the combines and everything else will be able to go racing across that without any problems. Sunflower, we'll keep an eye on the prices, because as soon as we got enough money, as soon as the price gets right, it's 2,792 is the maximum price. Anything above, really, 2,500 is what we're looking at. Now, at the moment, we got port, ranch, and restaurants. Ideally, you'd want the central grain elevator, but that's down at 1,700, so that one's not looking unlikely at the moment. Well, it won't happen today, anyway. The others are a bit of a long trip. And, yeah, I'm sure it's wonderful being able to make use of that a little bit. You know, those nice high prices. It's still a really long way to go. So I'm thinking more and more about long-distance travel and how we can make use of that. Now, we're in Europe, so really we'd want a MAN or a Tatra right there. We've got some more powerful ones. We got one here by Stevie, which does allow you to have a bigger engine on here. We've got 500 horsepower engine as standard. We can go to a 647. Oh, okay, so we've got a 647 horsepower engine, so it is a bit of an up. What are the others? The other one got an upgrade? That was a MAN. That's a MAN truck as well, the Stevie one. This one doesn't have an engine upgrade, so it's a straight 500. So the Stevie truck has an upgrade. We've also got the Phoenix one here. Configuration Phoenix Agro Phoenix 647. So this one, again, it's the same sort of thing as Stevie's one. Then you got standard, plus you got a trailer hitch on the back of this one, which is pretty good. So I like that one. This one here is 110,000. You've got global positioning. He comes with a rear hitch as standard. Engine setup, 647, or you got the TGS 4x4. So you got a choice between two. He comes with the rear hitch as standard, though. And those hitches are quite useful. But anyway, this is 110,000. I don't need a GPS. The wheel brand doesn't really matter. I'm not sure. MAN or Phoenix Agro Truck. I mean, 110,000. We could realistically think about buying one of these. Now, the other great thing about the Stevie stuff is we got, plus the trailer hitch on here. That adds it only adds 700, so we could go with the Phoenix. I like the Phoenix truck. I do, with the extra wheels on it. I think it looks quite cool. And then the 647 on here, still a 6x6. No, the bit that I really like about Stevie is that it gives us all colour options. So we can have here, dark blue doesn't shop very well, does it? Let's go with yellow. My particular favourite brand is yellow and black. I like yellow and black combinations. I think they look quite cool. That's going to cost us 123,000. The colouring options. Oh yeah, I've got a 10,000 upgrade on the size of the engine. But it's still cheaper than the next solar panel. So realistically, we have that as an option. Like, it is right there as an option right now. This one here takes 13,250. It's not a huge amount, but you can have this one, and then you stick another agro liner on the back as well. It's sort of designed to go with the base game agro liners, but you've got other ones. You've got other options. If we scroll all the way up through here and we have a look, you got some Metal Tech right there. There's a big agro liner there that takes 31,500. You could go with that one. I've used that one a few times in the time-lapse series, and I quite like it. I do like, and you've also got that one there. It's these two. It's these two that I've been using. So is that the one that goes with the truck, maybe? HKD 402. If that's the one that's like meant to go with that truck. Possibly the one that's meant to go with that truck. Let's have a look. Does it say in particular which one it's meant to go with? It says on here. No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually say. But anyway, the AgroLiner truck trailer would fit with that one, but that's quite a small capacity on there. It's only 13,000. So it's not even one full trailer. Well, unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. And for those of you wondering, the paid promotion notification that came up at the beginning of the video is because in the description down below, you will find a link to Fanatical. I have an affiliation with them. If you use that link, I will earn a small commission on anything that you choose to purchase. But that is all we have got time for, so if you have enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well, that would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, this is Frithgar, goodbye, and see you later.